This episode is sponsored by The Alcohol Experiment, a free 30-day challenge designed to interrupt your patterns, give you control, restore your health, and put you back in touch with the version of you who doesn't need alcohol to cope, relax, or enjoy life. More than 220,000 people have already tried The Alcohol Experiment for themselves and have seen improved sleep, increased happiness, reduced anxiety, and so much more. Join thousands in this inspiring, hopeful, and exciting program where you examine your beliefs and reconnect with the best version of you without ever feeling like you're missing out. Start today for free at alcoholexperiment.com. Hi, this is Annie Grace, and welcome to This Naked Mind podcast. And today I am answering questions from you all, from people in our programs, from people who write in, and so enjoy. So how do I deal with a husband who wants me to drink with him all the time? So we have a course, Helping a Loved One, which is so powerful for this. And if you join the PATH program, of course, that's included. And so it really helps with them helping you and you helping them, because there's so much about the conversation there. Often at the root of somebody who wants you to drink with them all the time, there's fear. It's at the root of most human behavior. He probably doesn't actually care very much whether you ingest the substance of ethanol/alcohol in your body. What he cares about is, if you don't drink, do you think you're too good for him? If you don't drink, might he lose you? If you don't drink, will things change? If you don't drink, will you be judging him? And so his fear of things were a certain way and now they're changing is at the root of that generally. And so what I suggest is lots of different ways to make sure that you help him know that things aren't changing, that you're doing this for you. And I really detail that out in the Helping a Loved One course. But in a nutshell, it's all about just making sure that the people we love know that we love them first. And our love for them has nothing to do with whether we're drinking or not, or they're drinking or not. And actually this decision, because think about it this way, any change in somebody's life that the other person does or doesn't make, any change, positive or negative, it's intense on relationships. You know, if one person goes on a nutrition journey, it's intense on their relationship. If one person picks up a hobby that the other person isn't picking up, it's intense on the relationship, right? Any change is intense on a relationship because you're in a relationship. Things were in a pattern and now that pattern's being disrupted. And so the things you want to do when a pattern is being disrupted is just get to the root source of why they might be pressuring you to drink. And usually that's fear. And so it's such an awesome opportunity, by the way, to just have really incredible conversations and really strengthen your relationship. So I did the alcohol experiment in January, and I did another one last summer. And I think I have a lot of knowledge about what alcohol does to my body and my mind, yet I still drink. And I want that glass of wine at 5 p.m. Why is that? Okay. There are three main buckets of beliefs why we drink. One is about the substance. All right. And so the alcohol experiment will educate you about the substance. It will educate you all about the substance. And so it leaves you, if you're drinking for one of the other two reasons, with this feeling of, but I know everything. I don't even think I consciously want it. I just keep doing it. Because the other two reasons, they're deeper, they're less conscious. The second one is society. If we feel like our tribe will be disrupted, our group will be threatened, we will be possibly outcast, not invited places. If we have those sorts of feelings when it comes to drinking, those are less conscious, they're less surface. But if we have them and we don't get coached through them, if we don't unwind them, we will go back to drinking. But then the third one, and this is the most important one, and this is where we go deep, deep, deep in our PATH program, it is about self. Because if you are drinking for any of the reasons and any of the beliefs that you have about yourself, and those are most often not conscious. I'm not strong enough. I can't get through the day without 2 glasses of wine. I'm not a good enough mom. I literally believed that alcohol helps me be a better mom. I thought it helped me be more present. I'm not attractive enough to like loosen up and have sex without a drink. All of those beliefs about yourself and who you are, or if you're drinking to numb the chaos in your head, or the fact you don't like how who you've become, or the fact that you have an inner dialogue or an inner narrative that's really negative. If you're drinking to numb those things, it doesn't matter how many alcohol experiments you do, because the alcohol experiment, it's a 30-day experiment. It is literally just for that substance related belief. So it's going to help with that outer layer of belief, substance. But there's no way in 30 days we can address those subconscious beliefs, self and society. And that's why the path ends up being a year long. And I know that sounds like a huge commitment, but again, if you compare it to the 6 years it takes on average for somebody to stop drinking, it's not really a year long. I mean, it's not really that big of a commitment. And by the way, when's the best time to start, right? When's the best time to plant a tree? Yesterday. And so I think that's really important. Have you tried the alcohol experiment? Okay, if not, drop everything and go to thisnakedmind.com/experiment. This free 30-day challenge is designed to interrupt your patterns and put you back in touch with the best version of you. You remember it was that version of you that's living your most joyful life, the version that doesn't need alcohol to relax or to have a good time and is having more fun than ever. And again, this is a totally free challenge that will change everything for you. So learn more and join me 100% free at thisnakedmind.com/experiment. And as always, rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast, as it truly helps the message reach somebody who might need to hear it today.